hope we're all doing well. Let's clear the energy and ground, clear the throat chakra here. We've been busy here with private services here all day and the readings for Mercury and Pisces. By the way, if you hear something in the backdrop here, it is two separate binaural beats. One is heal solar plexus chakra, 528 hertz. And then we've got here the negative entity, bad spirit, demonic removal, banishing frequency by Sapient Medicine. All right, let's jump into it, guys. I wanted to jump into this message here. We're going to have a few channel messages. We're really moving through a very intense transit. It's going to be specifically relating to the Pisces stellium that we have going here. 4 planets in Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter. We just stepped in with Mercury, and we have the sun in Pisces as well. So it's rather intense. These energies, but they're very profound. And light workers, this is obviously a light worker transmission message, and we're working with specifically the Pleiades here in the Light Body Council, but specifically Pleiades. Those of you who may associate as a Pleiadian, okay, you feel very strong connection to Pleiades, then you might find that this message really, really rings a bell for you. So let's jump into it, guys. What are we looking at here? This is obviously a very strong and impactful transition, right? We're moving from a really, really dense period of a lot of planets retrograde. Venus, we had Mercury, we had Jupiter a few months back. We now have even Neptune. We had earlier in the year, I think it was, even last year, especially, So this is a huge, huge transit, right? When we're talking about the transformation of the denser frequencies, Pisces naturally is the 12th sign. It is a very sort of, we'll say it's a transcendent energy, okay? It is naturally the space where we say, I let go and I surrender and I allow the cycle to start anew, to move back into Aries, to start the connective process again, where I learn about who I really am. I hear it in this way. So Pisces can be, though, as well, at times, we have to be honest here, right, with what we're looking at in terms of the so-called energy syllabus. It can be kind of challenging. And that can be, especially for those of you who do have a lot of water in your chart. Naturally, if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, if you have a lot of water, Cancer, Scorpio, but specifically Pisces and specifically Cancer, you might find that at times you really, really, really can actually, find trouble with the Neptunian energies. So this is a heads up. If you are obviously very much naturally even Neptunian, and it doesn't have to be that you have your sun in Pisces or your moon in Pisces, you might be a Leo sun sign. You might have a Gemini moon, but you may have Neptune as the most highly aspected planet in your birth chart, or you might have Neptune on an angle. And so, there would be a very strong focus on that energy, or even Neptune. No number of ways that Neptune or any other planet can play prominently in your birth chart. It doesn't have to be ruling a particular planet or luminary. So as a heads up, if you are someone who, let's say, is very Neptunian, then this is a time where you really kind of want to be aware that we do have 4 planets in the sign of Pisces, and naturally, okay, the heart chakra music just started playing now since we've ended the banishing frequency has subsided there. The heart chakra just started playing on its own. So this is heart chakra and solar plexus. So there's a moment where, you might want to just sort of like check in with yourself when it comes to any mechanisms that can be really helpful when it comes to grounding. Yes. And so I kind of started getting this message coming through, this alert energy. The spirit guides were sort of piquing my interest with this conversation of the shadow of Neptune in the Gemini reading. So if you are feeling like there is even something of an opportunity that comes along that's maybe just a little bit too good to be true, or you're feeling like, I don't know, like something maybe a little tricky here, maybe there are some nuances in the fabric of the discussion with someone here that you just feel like, it's not resonating, then definitely go check out that Gemini reading, the Gemini Mercury and Pisces reading. There could be some messages there for you, okay? Definitely, because after all, we do have to look at it in totality. Mercury is not exactly exalted in Pisces, and Neptune ruling Mercury, well, all right. I'm seeing someone walking in like camo. Take it as you will. I'm seeing camo everywhere here. Neptune is that space where it's like, well, like we don't really know like what is like really what. We're making it up, right? It's like, aren't we doing that? It's like, no, not always. Sometimes we want to have, a space of like, discretion and defining the context and the boundaries and even with ourselves in our mind's eye. So when it comes to the air energies, the cerebral energies and naturally cerebral energies of the air element with Mercury, Neptune is not really exactly entirely welcomed. And I'm saying this from the space of Okay, having a Mercury in Pisces. Mercury in Pisces is beautiful for certain things. Mercury in Pisces can be really, really, really challenging and very, at times troubling when it comes to certain types of discussions. And so it may be that you are also finding that you're attracting people who do have quite a bit of Pisces here in their chart during the season of 4 planets in Pisces. And some may definitely be absolutely. We got a lot of spirit guides reunions here. Okay, in this season, and we gave a heads up to this last month. We said last month that March would be the month for soul reunions that are exceptionally okay. I'm actually hearing here grounding and really meaningful, okay, in a way that you may have not ever there's something particular about this month, so take it as you will. And I'm hearing the year from this point on. So you might find that in March, like you're meeting a lot of people. I'm hearing you're reading. Interesting. Maybe you're a tarot reader, and you've got even downloads coming through. You're realizing certain things are really just sort of like clicking, and they're moving and they're flowing. So that's very exciting. But of course, as well, we have to, whatever the spirit lesson is, meant as, and if you're meant to, meet someone who is, let's clear it in the throat chakra. Yeah, they may not be on your wavelength. Then it could be just a quick check-in, like, oh, I'm not interested in that. Okay. Or, so there's a focus definitely though on your goals. I hear it like this, and those that are especially vibrationally based. So let's get into the chat. Let's go. Yeah, definitely follow on Twitter, guys. If you are not already subscribed, if you're not getting notifications on YouTube, Twitter, I usually always post on Twitter. So even after the video post, so some people, they'll come and type on like a week later. They're like, I missed this video. Like, what happened? YouTube doesn't always, I guess, notify if we've already gone 3 times or more live in one day. So yeah, definitely follow on Twitter. I know some people were following last night, mentioned it in the Gemini reading. I think it was Gemini reading. Anyways, so I'm going to get into the chat really quickly, and let's take a look. And so, yeah, a lot of visions coming through. Wow, very exciting. Neuromint says, I just finished channeling. That's a very interesting name. Channeling a whole page of ideas. Oh, yeah, it's like you're going to be very active with your guides here. Like, I see a lot of things are moving. The wheels are spinning. So, yeah, but definitely just keep sort of reconnecting. And I'm seeing 4-4 here. Keep reconnecting to, ways in which you can sort of ground the energy, because it can get very, very, it's kind of like a heavy wind, and it can kind of carry things around. So stay rooted, firm, and grounded. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video. Love and light. And I'm seeing 707 there. Definitely could be a focus. I'm seeing 7 everywhere here. Could be focused on partnerships and how you connect to others. And we'll get more on this theme in members hopefully tonight. I'm trying not to have a voice situation where I'm like losing the voice again. Yeah. So between the private readings and the general, the Mercury and Pisces, and I know we're totally behind with the what it is, like whatever's meant to be, whatever's meant to be. But with the, I know we're totally missing March readings, and we're totally missing weeklies, but it is what it is. And these are some of the bonuses. So, but I want to get back on members. We'll probably do that. Yeah. But let's clear around any of the messages here. So we'll keep this one short, sort of brief. And anything else though? Keep kind of listening as well to your intuition. With Venus and Mars having just spun into Aquarius, and Mercury having just spun out of Aquarius and into Pisces, we're looking at a lot of shifts. So this is very, very exciting, okay, as well. And and so there's a lot of focus here on the karma. So what it is that you've been working through, what it is that you've been working with as a concept, as we had Venus and Mars and Cap in retro, with Venus in retro and post shadow, we also just recently cleared from that. That is something that is transcending. So there's a lot that you might be surprised as well, like you are moving into the space of, and you're very excited about, and you're gravitating towards. And so anyhow, guys, but I'm very excited because Spirit has sort of given this sort of green light, the energy flow again with the energies. We were a little bit stagnating at that last degree of Mercury, so it should be picking up again, but you might want to wait as well again until the 3rd degree or so. of Mercury in Pisces, just to sort of really sort of get the most sort of momentum with that. And again, I'm seeing 7-7 here. So there's definitely a focus on regeneration when it comes to your values as well. Again, especially 7 is related to Venus, and we just cleared that, and we had that conjunct Mars. So there's something that is maybe even, we'll see, alleviated here. Bye, you guys. Always take it as you will. Bye. Love and